Listen, I've been practicing medicine in America for over 20 years, and what I'm about to tell you goes against everything I've been teaching my patients. The new research is so powerful, I can't ignore it anymore. If you're over 60 and still doing what I used to recommend, you might be wasting your time. A massive study from the University of Copenhagen followed 8,000 people over 60 for 5 years. What they found shocked everyone. People who stopped walking and switched to 5 specific exercises cut their fall risk by 73%. Their strength shot up by 89%. These people exercised 40% less than the walking group. Less time, better results. Blood pressure dropped more. Joint pain went down by 67%, while walkers only saw 12%. The number one exercise is so simple that 94% of people could do it right away. No equipment. It increased lifespan markers by 42%. Harvard researchers found it reprograms your cells to act younger. This could be the difference between walking strong at 80 or needing help by 70. Drop a comment, tell me your age and where you're watching from. Number 5, wall push-ups with hold. Wall push-ups sound too easy, but the science tells a different story. Researchers had people over 60 do wall push-ups with holds for 8 weeks. 34% more upper body strength. After 60, you lose about 3% of muscle mass every year. I'm talking about carrying groceries, opening jars, catching yourself when you trip. Stand an arm's length from a wall. Put your palms flat against it at shoulder height, shoulder width apart. Lean forward slowly until your nose almost touches. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Push back slowly. Go slow. 2 seconds to lean in. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. 2 seconds to push back. This is time under tension. Start with 5. Work up to 15. Too easy? Step further back. A University of British Columbia study found people who did this 3 times a week for 12 weeks increased pushing strength by 41% and improved reaction time by 23%. The hold improved proprioception. That's your body's ability to know where it is in space. This is one of the first things that goes as we age. Number 4, seated leg lifts with resistance. A 2024 study found seated leg lifts with resistance improved walking speed by 28% and stair climbing by 45%. Walking speed is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity. This works your hip flexors and quadriceps while working your core. These muscles work together every time you take a step or stand up. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back straight and feet flat. You don't need equipment at first. Slowly lift your right leg straight out. Keep your knee as straight as comfortable. Try to lift until your leg is parallel to the floor. Hold for 2 seconds. Slowly lower back down, but don't let your foot touch the floor. Keep your back pressed against the chair. Do 10 to 15 reps on one leg, then switch. Working one leg at a time forces each side to work independently. Add resistance every 2 weeks. Start with 1 or 2 pound ankle weights. Before we continue, hit that like button and subscribe because we've got powerful health tips coming every day. Number 3, standing heel raises with balance challenge. This addresses one of the most overlooked parts of healthy aging, your calf muscles and ankle stability. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging found calf strength was the single best predictor of whether someone over 60 would stay independent. People with strong calves were 71% less likely to need assisted living and had 64% fewer falls causing injuries. Stand behind a chair and lightly touch the back for balance. Rise onto your toes as high as you can. At the top, balance for 3 seconds while looking straight ahead. Slowly lower back down, taking 3 seconds. Start with 10 reps and work up to 25. Once you can do 25 with good form, try 1 foot. A study from Japan's Longevity Research Center found adults over 60 who could do 20 single-leg heel raises had biological markers of people 15 years younger. The heel raise activates a muscle pump mechanism better than any other exercise. Every time you rise and lower, you squeeze blood vessels in your calves, forcing blood back to your heart. People showed 26% improvement in cognitive tests after 12 weeks because of improved blood flow to the brain. The balance part trains your brain and muscles to work together. MRI studies show this balance training increases gray matter in brain regions responsible for spatial awareness. Do heel raises at different speeds. 2 days a week, do them slowly. 1 day a week, do them quickly but controlled. Number 2. Modified squats to chair. A 2024 analysis of 42 studies with over 15,000 people found modified chair squats were safe for people with knee issues and reduced knee pain by 58% when done correctly. This works more muscles at the same time than almost any other movement. Your glutes, quads, hamstrings, core, and back muscles all working together. The sit-to-stand movement is something you do dozens of times daily. Studies show adults who can't do a sit-to-stand test without using their arms have a death rate 3 times higher over the next 5 years. Start with a sturdy chair that puts your knees at 90 degrees when you sit. Stand in front with feet hip-width apart and toes pointing slightly out. Cross your arms over your chest. Slowly lower toward the chair by pushing your hips back first, like closing a car door with your butt. Lower slowly, taking 3 seconds. Lightly touch the chair with your butt, but don't fully sit. Immediately reverse and stand back up, pushing through your heels. Take 2 seconds to stand. Start with 5 to 8 reps and work up to 15 to 20. The Stanford Longevity Center had adults over 60 do chair squats 3 times a week for 6 weeks. People increased lower body power by 47%. Their walking speed increased by 0.2 meters per second. In medical terms, that's the difference between dependence and independence. Brain scans showed increased activation in the motor cortex. For the first 2 weeks, use a standard height chair. Once you can do 15 reps with good form, switch to a slightly lower surface. Number 1. Bird dog hold progressions. This is the movement I mentioned at the beginning, the one that increased lifespan markers by 42% in Harvard's research. The bird dog might look unusual, but it's the only exercise that addresses every major concern of aging at once: core stability, balance, cognitive function, back health, and bone density. A 2024 study in the Journal of Gerontology called it the single most effective exercise for healthy aging. The bird dog requires you to balance on opposite arm and leg while keeping your spine neutral. Holding this position activates cross-lateral neural firing. Your brain coordinates between its left and right sides to maintain balance. This improves cognitive function, memory, and reduces dementia risk by 31%, according to Cleveland Clinic research. Start on your hands and knees on a comfortable surface. Hands directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Lift your right arm straight forward while lifting your left leg straight back. The goal is one straight line from your fingertips to your toes. Hold for 5 seconds, lower slowly, and repeat on the opposite side. The key is progression. Week 1 and 2, hold for 5 seconds per side, doing 5 reps. Week 3 and 4, increase to 10 seconds. Week 5 and 6, add a subtle pulse where you lift your extended arm and leg up an extra inch. By week 7 and 8, try closing your eyes during the hold. The research is stunning. A Mayo Clinic study followed 500 adults over 60 for 2 years. Those who did bird dog exercises 4 times weekly showed improvements that seemed too good to be true. Core strength increased by 93%. Lower back pain decreased by 76%. Fall risk reduced by 82%. But here's the finding that shocked researchers. Bone density in the spine and hips increased by 3.2%. Most people over 60 lose about 1% of bone density per year. This represents a 4-year reversal of normal aging. The mechanism relates to mechanotransduction. When you hold the bird dog position, you create specific forces on your bones, muscles, and connective tissues. These forces trigger signals that tell your body to build stronger tissues. A German study on brain plasticity used advanced brain imaging to watch what happens during this exercise. They found it activates more diverse brain regions at the same time than any other single exercise. After 8 weeks, people showed measurable increases in brain volume. We're talking about growing new brain tissue at an age when most people are losing it. The bird dog also addresses loss of rotational stability. Your ability to resist unwanted rotation is crucial for protecting your spine and maintaining balance. Pay attention to your breathing during the hold. Take slow, deep breaths through your nose. This breathing pattern activates your deep core stabilizers. Controlled breathing during bird dog holds improves respiratory function by 22% in older adults. Here's an advanced tip. Focus on pushing your extended hand forward and your extended foot backward, as if you're trying to make yourself longer. This creates a radiation where tension spreads throughout your entire body. Studies show this intentional tension technique increases strength gains by up to 40%. The bird dog shows why these 5 exercises outperform traditional walking for people over 60. While walking is beneficial, it doesn't provide the diverse challenges your body needs. These 5 exercises create specific adaptations that directly combat the exact ways our bodies decline with age. They build strength in multiple directions, challenge balance and coordination, improve brain function, increase bone density, and enhance the mind-body connection. The total time for all 5 exercises is about 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Compare that to hour-long walks, and you're looking at less than half the time for dramatically better results. The Copenhagen study found people doing these targeted exercises spent 75 minutes per week exercising, compared to 180 minutes for the walking group. Yet every health marker was better. The key to success isn't perfection, it's progression. Start where you are. Even if that means modified versions or fewer reps, your body will adapt quickly. You'll surprise yourself with how much you improve. The research shows it's never too late to start. Studies include participants well into their 90s who still showed significant improvements. Your body keeps its ability to adapt and grow stronger throughout your entire life. Now I want to hear from you. What's the one daily activity that's become harder for you after 60 that you'd love to improve? How many minutes do you currently spend exercising each week? What's been your biggest obstacle to staying consistent? Share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.